Welcome to Food Talk with Sharon. We're baking a cake after a long time. And today we're baking a cake which is rich with Indian flavors. We're making a Mawa cake. So it's topped with chopped nuts, has a rich flavor of mawa and cream and milk, and it's really delicious. It's mildly flavored with cardamom and nutmeg, so that gives it a very different aroma as well. So let's quickly check out the recipe. But before we do that, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. And please do click that tiny bell icon too and turn on all notifications. The first step for making the mawa cake, or for that matter any cake, is to make sure you preheat your oven. So the oven has to be preheated at 180 degrees Celsius, and also you can prepare your cake tin and keep it so that after the batter is ready, there is no delay for that to go into the hot oven. So I'm using a 7-inch cake tin here. You can use an 8-inch as well. So if you're using an 8-inch, the height of the cake will be lesser, so which means baking time will be slightly lower. So once all this prep work is done, let's mix in all the dry ingredients together and keep that aside as well. Into the all-purpose flour or maida, let's add baking powder, baking soda, cardamom powder, nutmeg powder, and salt. Mix this well and keep it aside. For the cake batter, we need butter. Into this goes in sugar. So I am using caster sugar here. It's a mawa cake, so we need mawa and some fresh cream. I'm using unsweetened store-bought mawa here. This needs to be whisked well. Into this goes in eggs. And along with that, some vanilla essence. Whisk this again properly. The last two ingredients are the all-purpose flour, which we have mixed together with the other dry ingredients, and milk. So you can add half of the flour first along with half of the milk and then just fold it in. So if you add everything together, it might be a little difficult to fold this properly. Let's add the remaining flour and the rest of the milk. If you feel your cake batter is very thick, then you can add in a little bit more of milk. Make sure there are no dry streaks and everything is well incorporated into the batter. So the cake batter is ready. I've prepared a 7-inch cake tin and I've lined it with parchment paper. So let's add the batter into this. Tap the tin a couple of times so that the batter levels up. And the final step is to sprinkle some almonds or pistas or whichever nuts you prefer on top of the cake. So I'm using slivered almonds here. You can go generous with this, as this gives a nice crunch to the cake. And this goes into the oven now. This cake takes about 60 to 70 minutes to bake in a 7-inch cake tin. So if you're using an 8-inch tin, the time would be lower as the height of the cake will be lesser. And different ovens heat up differently. So in case your oven has an uneven heating, set a timer for 45 minutes first and make sure you turn the cake around so that the top browns evenly. And then at the 60-minute mark, just insert a skewer and check if the cake is done. If not, leave it for another 10 minutes. The cake has baked and has been resting for a while. It needs to cool down properly before we cut it.